everyone, I'm Angel Wu. Thank you for watching Taiwan is My Home. Let's try to think if one day a husband says to his wife that he has a child outside, it would be very bad, wouldn't it? And it would be even worse if he wants his wife to help take care of that child. This couple we are going to talk about had this story, but please relax. We're not going to talk like those complicated stories. Actually, that Taiwanese husband wants to thank his Vietnamese wife for marrying to Taiwan with a young age, taking care of his child, family, and their business. In to out, she is his best helper. So he decided to adopt a Vietnamese girl and hope that girl can have a good education, grow up nicely. He thought if Vietnam can develop better by this, then a Vietnamese daughter, she would be happy. This is actually a deep feeling presented. Last time they went to Vietnam together, met their Vietnamese daughter the first time. We have this opportunity to invite you to come with us to Vietnam for this trip. I even felt uneasy when I stare. Rest too long. At 2:00 p.m., Chen Zhiding already went to work. Her husband, Chang Yiqi, is with her, being busy in the egg cake vendor. Chen comes to Taiwan for 12 years. She's proud that although she never cooked in Vietnam, she learned at last to learn dish and dish in here. It's as hot as Vietnam. Wrapping dumplings become the manager of the beef noodle restaurant. Now her fast hands is the egg cake vendor's best helper. Her learning ability is really good. Her working ability is really good, so the employer likes her a lot. She always stands at the first line. Watch TV as much as possible, sometimes not understanding at all. Sometimes I can understand some English under there, then try to figure what it's talking about from the English under there. Meaning of Chinese. Learning little by little. In Zhang's eyes, his wife is very hardworking. Though when she first came here, she was just a very emotional 18 years old young girl. But now their wish is the same, to have a good family. 12 years ago, Zhang Yiqi wanted to have a family. He flew 2,600 kilometers to Vietnam, and she was just graduated from high school. She was waiting in the marriage agency for her financial problems. Marriage is forever, but her blind date partner was a Japanese and Korean for the first two. She felt a little scared when she was young, and her third time was her last. If she don't do as they promised, they have to pay for their loss. At that time, she had not have her mantle ready. She was scared and resisting. She ran back home. Why this time when it's me? She just didn't go back. Maybe this is destiny, fate, I guess. Really lucky, really I am. Now they had their own children, fluent Chinese and Hokkien. Chen worked spiritedly. They worked happily in Tainan. Once a 2-year, he accompanies his wife to visit families in Vietnam. But to Tan's surprise, this year she felt uncomfortable. As her husband told her, he has a daughter in Vietnam. In this trip, they will visit this strange daughter together. At first, I didn't know he adopted this child. Ask her mom's help to take care for the kids. Zhang would go with her. They started the 700-kilometer trip. Stopped by the highway and the buses. There's no highway in Vietnam. When the car turns under the sun, neither of them wants to leave. If it's our child today, we will wish her by our side. Finally encountered a place where a car can go by. Everyone gets down the car and walks. One of the members, Jia Linlin, brings a lot of gifts with a disturbed feeling. She is a drama actress, a daughter who just lost her mother. The foundation let her have a chance to support the little girl continue learning and gave her a chance to grab her life tightly. In this family, the two children before had mental and physical disorder. Her father was in hospital because of accident. The woman left, were old, gloomy and sick. Normally people can't stand this. Pressure and financial problems, her mother was gloomy. Guarding the peanuts farm from the front door, 5 months ago, this land was still able to produce some, but then the weather became too hot and this family lost their income. This 11-year-old Xiaoxie was the most positive person in their family. She never gives up because her mother got depression. She had to shoulder her family up. From lighting fire, washing clothes, taking care of brothers and sisters, and walk 3 kilometers of road to school. Their family expected her to stop going to school, then come back home to help, but this would only make her future lose more chance. Her hope came from a stranger, Jia Li. This girl from Taiwan, now they have a Vietnamese daughter they support. Jia Li's donation every month will help Xiaoxie graduate her school. Mother's Day this year, the one who accompanies Jia Li is not her mother, it's her Vietnamese daughter she just met. There's no more depression in Xiaoxie's eyes. The drawing that she gave to Jia Li is still colorful, starting to have hope to the future. This child continues maintaining strong vitality. I was 18 when I got married to Taiwan. This time I came back. There's so many things that touched my heart because she just felt that how come that so many kids in such low living standard. Thanks for the support in Taiwan donating the library. These students dress up neatly, sing and dance to deliver their thankness. She sits in the corner and recalled her homeland memory. That was 18 years ago. She lived in city and graduated from high school, left home 12 years and never went to other places of her own homeland. There are so many people in the world. Just thinking, how can we help so many people? I came singing, these days we only have this bit of money and we can help them so much. I daren't say it's contribute, but I know what I think they need. Us to do something for them, to help them to have an opportunity. I hope they could live nicely in their country, like that. He said he already taken away a Vietnamese daughter that is his wife now. On the third day of the journey, Chen eventually met her husband's so-called Vietnamese daughter, the Vietnamese daughter in his mouth. She thought the money coming every month may be scam. Finally met together, she finally got relieved. Similar to her own daughter, she's a 5th grader. Facial features also very similar, although Chen's skin is rather fair. Her face is dark playing under the sun every day. He was happy at this moment. He does not need any translation. Having his wife helping him, he can communicate with her better. Her father pointed on the trace of blood in the wall and the words of their daughter. There are challenges in life. Her writing is beautiful. Yeah, as if printed. Yeah, just like printed papers. Is it printed actually? This child is really good at math. She even says she wants to be a math teacher in her future. Vietnam is an unfamiliar country, but a Vietnamese daughter fulfilled Zhang's family dream. So it always reminded him to contribute to his wife's hometown. Wish us good health. Oh, she hugged me. Hug daddy.
Thơm ba lại một bên. Thơm lại.
Wanna go to Taiwan? If she wants to be a teacher, she would really be capable doing more than me, because she would really spark and shine on this land. Her original spicy sauce and her handmade papaya salad with the pottage boiled with bone for hours. She came back to Taiwan, her home, cooking a table of lunch. Wednesday, Saturday, can she accept the taste? Okay. Now Wednesday, Saturday is her business completely. She's responsible for my food. Now when we go to the Tom Sweeping Day in the mountains, don't we roll spring rolls? Isn't Taiwan having those? We change it into Vietnamese ones. Yeah. She says having a mother-in-law is a good thing because someone can help her take care of children. Coming back to Taiwan start again her busy life from afternoon to night. I know earlier than her, maybe I'll help in that foundation too. Help sometimes. She always thinks that I also told her this time I will adopt to help them. She's willing to do so too. They fulfilled their home dream. Living well, they wish the kids will live as well as they are. I see under my wife's hard work to let this child to have a better opportunity, safe and healthy, having future hopes. No matter in homeland or not, these are all happiness that are not easy to get. Welcome back to Taiwan is my home. Everyone has a different growing environment, different treatment. Maybe there are some people who live larger than others. But with some hard work and help, it's possible to change the fate. The main character in the next story is a person who helps others to change their life. But this daughter-in-law from Vietnam says she's actually finishing her own wish. What she wishes for 10 years is waiting for someone to hold her mother in Vietnamese. It's okay, how much? If you don't listen attentively, it's hard to tell if she is native or not. Afterwards, she is married and have children in Taiwan. Fan's years in Taiwan is longer than Vietnam. Weigh the cabbage first. We don't weigh cabbages. Cabbages price on the amount. Making home in Taiwan, but Vietnam is also her home. Going back to meet her parents for once or twice years. She also take care of Vietnamese wives, helping them to translate things. She's not even clear about crystal soap and rice cake when she was first here. Now Fan already opened a restaurant of good reputation, a stable life with her husband and children, but she still had a wish that is difficult to fulfill. Her children does not speak Vietnamese. No one called her mom in her mother language. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Vietnam Airline EF579 to Hanoi is on board now. Emptying schedules, likes feeling unwell, Fan is going back. Injured not to see her family this time, she is going to meet her new daughter at the Found Foundation. In Taiwan, Chen Yanli is a Vietnamese radio channel host. Her overseas Chinese husband is a taxi driver. Though not rich, they still remember their homeland, consistently supporting Vietnamese children. Early in the morning, transportation already took her nearly 12 hours. There's no highway from Hanoi to Hue. Fan's emotion tides in car noises. Hometown aside, she wondered how the new daughter would look like. I'm really nervous. Even on my first date, I'm not so nervous. Really. This is one of the 17 in Vietnam, Shan Hoa, home of orphans. 17 children from preschool to college because of financial problem or accident. Their parents cannot take care of them. They could only take this place as their home. Origami they fold themselves hanged on tree is the only accessory. Origami flowers, birds can be sold, and the money can help living expenses of the children. Sometimes in life, gambling for good luck is needed, a little support by the government. When donors suddenly start to think of them, every little amount of money accumulates into their luck to grow up into adults. The floor above is a girl's bedroom. In April, the temperature in Shanghai is over 35 degrees C, and they don't even have the chance to use AC. On their wooden bed, there's not even a mattress. Mei Hui, the girl funded Chushunov, lives here. Oh, like a pretty bride on the carpet. Being a wife while a mother, she has good cooking skills. Passing 60 years old, she can't have her wishes fulfilled. Through the narrow corridor and shop, she looked forward for this moment. She's so pretty. I cried even she didn't. So embarrassing. 13 years old, Mei Hui was shy and pretty. Finally, she met her in person. I always felt sad that no one calls me mom in Vietnamese, but now I have it. Really, no more regrets. Thank you. Thank you, Foundation. Thanks, Mei Hui. For 21 years, Foundation money helped 450 orphans like Mei Hui, gave them more money for school and life expenses, and arranged this strange fate, making orphans be able to call father and mother again. Because I'm a Vietnamese, I still hope to hear children call me mom in Vietnamese. Sometimes, I nag my husband, making him call me wife in Vietnamese, but he won't. So the feeling is extraordinary. The first time we met, I've only seen her through the files Foundation gave me. But when I go there, I feel it's really Mei Hui. It feels magical. The mom word. This new daughter is a little shy, but in this big family, she's a diligent big sister, leading little brothers and sisters perform. These children face cameras for the first time. The song they are singing is Dear School. Chances going to school is not easy to get, so they take it preciously. Loud music, they sing their best, like they want the world to not forget them. Though they have lost their home, they still want to grow up, and they have dreams. I tell my friends around me, just don't buy one $590 shirt and one $10 you can make a child to have the chance to study. You won't be lonely, you won't be alone. In the future, maybe you will think your life is not as well as others, but because mom seen many more kids who is more unfortunate. Study well, then you'll have the chance. Then it's your turn to adopt others, okay? The family picture with the parents become a group photo with strangers. This is a usual scene that would be seen in future life of these children. They can't make their difficulties invisible. They cannot resist nor be shameful of. She gave her an English to Vietnamese dictionary she used before and books to learn Chinese. Children could only give back handcrafts and drawings to the donors. These are the paper flowers they fold to sell for money. Waiting for years, they had only 1 hour to meet together. She could not bear this. She brought her new daughter to dinner, and this child finally can speak with her using her mother language. Before coming to Taiwan, Chen Yanli grew up in a city. She never went to anywhere other than Vietnam. This time from Shanghai to Da Kalong, under the temperature of 37 degrees C, to see the living of the children which she supported. The wooden house that look almost breaking apart. There are 900 villages in this area, but there is only one left without any damage after the Vietnam War. Poor family and children disabled rate is the highest in Vietnam. The boiling water is about 40 degrees already. The father in the family stopped going to school since grade 5 because during the war, the American used some chemicals that prevents plants from growing on this land. This father could only last their lives with planting sweet potatoes. Her support let his children be able to continue to go to school. How old are you when you left your hometown? Did you ever touch these? Nope. This is what she never knew, the other corner of her homeland. Though it's going back to her homeland, but the poverty in this big mountain made her and her Taiwanese friends surprised. Just $600 a month, and can change their study environment. I think it's great. In this extremely hot mountain, children can't easily go to school. This is not only the financial problem, it's needed to walk a long distance to school, and it's also very dangerous because they might get tanned. To keep the children, the teachers bring water from bike to cook lunch, and someday after the foundation and Vietnam government supported them to make a well, but the water sucked up is the only water from aperture of hard rocks. And the support of Changhua Catholic Hospital, Hong Kong Technique College, they constructed a small water supply system in the preschool. 8.5 tons of water can be stored in the 2 water towers. Water needed for 1 week in this poor area, even the water tower can be stolen. So it's locked tightly with metal chain. With clean water to cook rice, this preschool was finally able to keep the students. 1 vegetable, 1 bowl of soup, and 1 bowl of rice is the most luxury meal in their day. 4 or 5-year-old children can eat 2 bowls in a row. These children don't have the helpless feeling of the country, but they know how to be happy in their future. After seeing her daughter, her wish was finally granted. Continued 700 kilometers of car drive to see son, daughters, and other members. This year she came back to Vietnam, not seeing her family in her homeland. During the travels, she wrote a letter to feel her feeling against her daughter. To my distant daughter, dearly, do you know that each time you called me mom with Vietnamese, my whole heart melted, and my tears will fall unstoppably. We will look forward to meet again next time. Love you. She had one more family member in Vietnam. In Taiwan, one of the highest rates of foreign spouses is Vietnamese wives. Now they gradually become a stable force in many families in Taiwan. They want to start from the beginning to give hope for children in their homeland. We also hope to continue share with you these great stories. See you next time.